Mr. Beast trans co-host Kris Tyson messaging kids and media silence as the cover-up is on. Oh, Mr. Beast trans friend is messaging minors. Didn't see that one coming.
This is an absolutely wild story that literally no one is talking about. There's a massive cover-up going on right now in the Mr. Beast subreddit. And, well, if it was Dr. Disrespect, we already know how all of this would be. It would be in every major news article. It would be every major, games journalism website would be talking about it. Here's the story. Mr. Beast is the largest YouTuber in the world, and his content is mostly consumed by kids. Not all. He does a lot of great work in philanthropy. He does a lot of work around the world, and for most people, Mr. Beast has stayed relatively free of any kind of controversy, except for when his co-host Kris Tyson, who now goes by the name Ava, apparently, decided they wanted to
turn to a trans,
rob their child of a father, in my opinion, and go down the trans ideology road. This is somebody who in the past has been open about their how do I say this? Just horrible cartoons that feature like very young people in very weird situations young people shouldn't be in, if you get what I'm saying.
Wow.
And now it appears that there are claims that he was in his 20s talking to people as young as 12 or 13, I think, planning to meet someone who is 16, and now not a single mainstream article about it. Isn't that a coincidence? Isn't that weird? Let's take a look at it. There's been several videos on YouTube that I need to shout out because they're the ones that actually brought it to me. This Brion individual goes through some very inappropriate messages and tweets done by this individual, Kris, from Mr. Beast in his 20s. Some private messages, things like that, some pictures. This is this lava individual is a very young person sending spicy messages back and forth in 2019. This is a bombshell report. Yeah. Let's get into the one person who's willing to cover it, apparently. Times of Now News. Kris Tyson, now Ava, is embroiled in a controversy over claims that they said that they had terrible types of behavior with someone that they shouldn't have. Videos now claim that he engaged in suggestive discussions and planned to meet someone who was just 16.
That's gross.
The alleged person, Lava is their name, denies it, stating that the interactions were limited to group settings, although that same person said that, from what I remember, that this trans individual sent him inappropriate Snapchats that we saw also. Public figures and activist groups have reacted, demanding Tyson's removal from Mr. Beast's content. Kris Tyson, who now goes by Ava, is a popular social media personality who has been associated with Mr. Beast's YouTube channel. Currently at the center of the controversy, it involves claims of inappropriate behavior with someone they shouldn't be. The claims stem from two videos that surfaced over the last 30 days. The claims that Kris engaged in inappropriate, or Ava, is their name now apparently, inappropriate discussions with somebody who was as young as just 13 at the time, and the two intended to meet when they were 16.
Intended to meet when they were 16.
YouTuber Keemstar, however, shared a statement from the person saying that in a post on Tyson said, "I was not groomed." Oh yeah, I mean that's how you always want to listen to the person that was groomed about that. It's called Munchausen, I think.
Munchausen.
I did not meet Kris by myself. I met Kris and Mr. Beast's crew with my family present. I ran a Discord server with Kris when I was 13. By the way, he was in his 20s at this time. And while edgy and inappropriate jokes were made, that's all it was. He also tweeted that Kris did nothing wrong, which is actually, what's actually disgusting is you guys twisting this into making me the victim. Despite their clarification, several YouTubers slammed Ava. Andrew Tate publicly shared his thoughts. He said sarcastically in the video, "Surprise, surprise, no one saw that coming." Nick Merckx has also called out Mr. Beast,
of course,
Tyson's ex-wife, having previously supported him. To add
Oh,
fuel
they
to the
said nobody
fire,
saw that
the
coming
activist
right at the
group
beginning.
Gays Against Groomers has demanded Mr. Beast remove Tyson from his videos. They cited the claims as a serious concern given the channel's young audience. In their statement, the group labeled Tyson's involvement in Mr. Beast's content as problematic. Jake Franklin, a.k.a. Jake the Viking, also shared his thoughts on the situation, tweeting, sending spicy jokes to someone who's 13
Yeah, it's not okay. When you're an
okay.
adult, they're
Especially when you're in
13.
your 20s, by the way. If you're also
Yeah.
13, it's whatever.
Like, why are you
That's
hanging
how
out with
they talk.
13-year-olds, man?
Never has been, never
have-
will be.
you don't have
GG's
friends
to
like that
Lava
when
for
you're in
confirming
your-
that
when
it's
you're an
all
adult.
true. Furthermore, Franklin implied that there was another person on the receiving end. Oh, the quartering also weighed in to criticize Tyson's conduct, and Ava has yet to respond to these claims.
What's
Except
up,
they did
nerd?
respond by
LaBelle
wiping their
32.
entire Twitter feed. Right? They wiped everything.
This is like about the Ava Kris Tyson transgender Mr. Beast friend thing. I was watching it, like about how he was messaging fucking minors and shit back in 2019, like a 13-year-old kid, and like yeah, it's crazy.
By the way, obviously this video will be not favorable on YouTube, so make sure you share it
will
wherever
not be
you watch it.
favorable on YouTube.
And if you want to support the
hurts from
channel,
YouTube.
I have a summer sale going on my summer flavors for coffee brand
don't wanna
coffee.
fucking ban
We
Mr.
just
Beast
rolled out
content.
orange creamsicle flavored coffee, hazelnut
Zero
churro,
Clearly,
blackberry
they're-
cream,
Mr.
and
Beast
s'mores.
Mr. Beast is a content creator, and his friend Kris. Yeah, I mean, I don't either, but I hear about his shit all the time. But his friend turned trans a while back, and now he wants to molest children. So that's the whole drama.
These coffees taste great without any creamer or sugar, but
Hit the
really,
little ad
really
right
come to
now.
life with a little bit of flavor, unflavored. I'll leave a link in the description too.
Yeah,
This is exactly what
It's
apparently
like big
Dr.
drama, I
Disrespect
guess, on
did.
you-
So
this
I think
YouTube
we know the
drama.
standard here,
But it's
right?
hitting the news too right now.
Drama Alert reports
Drama
Kris
alert.
Tyson from Mr. Beast is being accused of talking to people he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
2 videos of the last 30 days.
Hey,
Alleges
Mr. Beast's
Kris,
name is
who
just
now
getting
goes by Ava, has
associated
yet
like
to
crazy with
respond. Here you see Kris allegedly joking
FNAF
about
stuff,
selling
horror
photos
games and such, yeah.
with someone who is very, very young. You see this. Check
I gotta get
again.
my
I
girl
posted
Dead by
some
Daylight. That's why I gotta
spicy
get it.
pictures for you. Please no share. Nick Merckx, reported on it. I mean, there is definitely, even the trans community. Here's Octa, a tweet that has nearly 70,000 likes.
Okay.
Kris Tyson from Mr. Beast just got outed as a ped. I don't know if I would go that far, but there's more to.
I
Obviously,
don't
we
want
need
to go
to
as far
see
as
more
that, but I
information.
mean, that's
before you
that's bad.
label that just like with Mr. Beast.
That was bad.
I think we need to see more
They need to
information.
stop messaging minors.
Obviously, these
Like Dr.
conversations
Disrespect.
were not okay. This basically just set back the trans community 200 years. We are never going to hear the end of it from transphobes.
Nope.
I really hope the kid's okay too, because holy F, this man is gross and horrible. I mean, that's a good response, I think. A lot of
A few years ago, I had to block a minor because I brought up how I'm learning to make costumes. Kept telling them I don't work with minors. If I did, I would need parents' permission. He wouldn't leave me alone. I blocked him. I mean, yeah. Like, I don't let minors in my Discord. There was like a 16-year-old kid in my Discord, and I was like, "You're 16?" And I just straight blocked him because like I just didn't want to deal with it. And like we weren't saying anything crazy to him or nothing like that. He was just playing Sea of Thieves, I think, but I blocked his ass because I was like, I just don't want that. I kicked him out of my guild and everything.
Oh, the kid when we were...
Yeah, like 16 years old, some shit like that. And the thing was that I wasn't even talking to them about that. I was talking to the streamer, and they saw that. Yeah, no, it's crazy, right?
a lot of delusional people in these comments either defending Kris or proving what I already said in my tweet. Y'all should go breathe some air and touch some grass. So even the trans community
I was gonna have like a verification on my shit to watch, but I don't have a lot of people coming through. I think there is an age restriction on my channel though. Pretty sure. I think there's an age restriction on Twitch, if I'm not mistaken. Probably not though.
pushing back against us, and it's like, here you go. I think a lot of people think that once they are trans, it's some sort of plot armor, maybe. You know, I'm still Team Low Road. I hope that
trans was plot armor for this. Like he saw this coming, probably.
he gets fired and removed from everything because that is the standard that the left set. He should
needs
be
to get
banned
fired.
from YouTube.
Banned from
Mr.
YouTube,
Beast should
yeah.
remove you from him every video that he
Oh,
stars
if I
in.
was Mr. Beast, I would literally cut him off. I know he was his best friend growing up, but like I would say sorry, dog. Like I'm too famous for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Mr. Beast is not that, you know, and like he shouldn't be associated with that.
On YouTube, He should fire him going forward. That is the standard. Every sponsorship, every monetization, if he has his own channel, it should be demonetized. All of this kind of stuff, their own channel, it should be demonetized. That is the reality that the left has set for this type of behavior.
I think they just want to be pretty looking because they ugly as guys, so they just try to. They can't be handsome guys, so they just try to be pretty. I think that's what it is. They want attention. You know what I'm saying? They just want attention.
You see, Kris Tyson from Mr. Beast has
Like,
been messaging
right?
A male starting when
they think that's gonna make
they
them
were
pretty,
13
but
and,
it doesn't.
and Tyson was 20. The two.
And they want to feel pretty or something, you know. I think that makes them feel pretty, so that's why they do it. But minor thought I was dumb. I can use my parents' credit card, or just have my brother or my mom wear it until I'm an adult. No, what the fuck? Yeah, no, that's weird, bro. Fuck all that. I'm good you blocked them.
Two constantly joked inappropriately with,
Not even,
with,
like, fucking
with each other
entertain those
about
fucking
those
messages for
being
minors.
hooked on those spicy cartoons, sending spicy pictures. They even confirmed they met up.
They met up? That's crazy.
Even if we take the most charitable interpretation of these messages, we still have a college dude
yeah, constantly saying
who's
six was
constantly selling these type of photos and spicy charged
Yeah.
jokes to someone who is 13. Now, yeah, I know guys often do this type of jokes with each other, but it's usually with people their own age. Lots of people focusing on Kris being into... Kris is into those cartoons that feature 400-year-old vampires that look really young. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
Here's Nick Merckx pretends
That's
to be
weird.
shocked, waiting for everyone who went ballistic over Dr.
He
Disrespect.
likes hentai with 400-year-old just vampires that look young. Yeah, that's fucking gross, dude.
Talking to someone who is 17. Also
I know what you
canceled
mean, bro.
Kris Tyson for doing this with someone who is 13. I mean, I would say,
I'm telling you, they need to ban minors from the internet. I swear to God, they need to have either ban them from internet or like any minor who has a cell phone or a computer needs to be set up by an adult, and they have to have their age. When they put their age into that phone, they are restricted by the phone on what websites they can go to. They can go to educational sites, research sites, you know what I'm saying? But they can't use social media. They should definitely ban them from social media, but they shouldn't let minors go to like porn sites. It should like automatically restricts that on the phones. It should be required to do that, like by law, that kids can't access these sites. You know what I'm saying? Like the phone just won't go to the link that if you put in that link, or if you try to Google it, it just won't open the link. Like until they are 18 years and older to access those sites. Anything with blood and gore, they shouldn't like, especially social media. Social media should be kid. You don't think a high school kid or a fucking middle school is gonna jack off to Instagram models? Half of them have their titties out or like see-through clothes, and like when I was in middle school, I was jacking off to Maxim magazine lingerie models or the Victoria's Secret catalog my mom would order. Like that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a horny bastard when you're that age. Lingerie pictures all you need. You don't need them fully naked. That's what I'm saying. It's like they should just ban kids off social media, because like that's, if they ban porn, they're gonna go straight to that. So like ban them on everything until they turn 18. Like I think that like they can only use it for educational purposes. Go to the school websites, like just basic shit. Like make the internet not for them. They can still play games, but you know what I'm saying, like age restricted, especially on phones and on computers too. Kid profiles, like you already have children profiles for young kids. They need to do that for teens too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or have it progressively update. Yeah, it's so crazy. Kids are too smart. Yeah, they are smart as fuck. But, like, they have to have something. You know what I'm saying? They have to have something. They have to start somewhere. I know kids are going to figure out loopholes and ways to get around shit, but they have to have something. You can't just, like... I had freedom of the internet, and I discovered porn at a young-ass age. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not how it should have been. But, like, internet in the 90s and the early 2000s was the Wild West. So, you know... That's just how it was. But we're in 2024, and it shouldn't be that way anymore. Like, we've learned, and we see these trends, and you just have access for pedophiles to contact minors. And that's it. But they know majority of the people who influence social media are going to be minors, because that's the next generation. They want to get them hooked young. And it's like, they should ban that. It's crazy as fuck. My health professor told me if I put a frog in a bikini, and you guys will get hard to it, and had to cover our mouths not to laugh. Well, yeah, that's true. He wasn't lying. Like, teenage boys are fucking... I would just have boners learning math. Like, not even anything crazy sexual. I'll just be sitting in math, and my math teacher would be saying, all right, so 1 + 1. And, not, obviously it's harder math, but I'm just giving an example. He was just like, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And I'll be like, why is my dick hard? Like, it's just dumb, Like, you don't need anything. Just smelling the girl next to you with her perfume on is just like, oh. Start having daydreams in class. It's
their
stupid.
comment, the
Like, they
person
need to
who
ban
is
kids, bro, off the internet.
the
Like,
person who is
pronto.
on the receiving end of the messages out there trying to
Or
run
limit their
defense,
internet
saying
access.
this video is not true and disgusting. Ava (parentheses Kris) has never done anything wrong, and for you to make up all these lies and create a narrative is just wrong. Also, when you interviewed me for a supposed editing job, why did you lie? So you can take these clips out of context. This is terrible. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if he didn't, it's the internet. Did he not know how old the person was? I don't know that answer.
Definitely knew how old the person was.
I hope that they didn't. But the fact that they went and deleted all their tweets, I don't know.
That's what we saw yesterday.
Mr. Beast has had to defend this individual multiple times. I'm not sure that this is going to be good. Parents need to know about this. I mean, you see here, Mr. Beast connected me directly to Lava, the alleged Kris Tyson person receiving Lava. I was not. Mr. Beast, I did not meet with Kris by myself. I met with him and with my parents. I don't know.
Yeah.
This,
I don't
again,
know either.
this is the
But
standard
if you see
that
smoke,
the
there's probably
left
fire.
has set.
That's what I say.
Let's
if
see
you
what the
smoke,
comments say.
There's gonna be fire.
Talking about those type of videos with someone who is that young is inappropriate. They've just confirmed the validity of everything
Yeah, just
that was
because
revealed.
you were 13 years old
Why
and
does
you're
Mr.
watching
Beast
this
have
shit doesn't mean you
contacts
tell
so
another
easily
13-year-old
available to
watch
give
this
out to
shit
people?
when you get older.
He was
We just
sending
had a different
spicy jokes
internet.
to someone who's a kid. What more needs to be
You got
said?
different internet
So
experience
the
growing
same
up.
thing
There's less
Dr. Disrespect was
restrictions. All you
accused
had
of
to do
and
was click
canceled
was,
for.
are you
Edgy,
18 and
nah,
over button,
they're
and
going
that
to
was
protect
it.
their own.
And you still
Nobody's
only have
buying
to do
this.
that.
I mean, he once tweeted, "Nothing gets my
Put
knob
in a
a
fake
cranking like
age.
some
That's all you have to
LOLI."
do.
That's the stuff I'm talking about.
Parents just need to parent this kid instead of letting the Tyler PC do the job for them. I work at an after school program, bro, and you can tell who the iPad skewers. I know, but still, people should parent their kids, and that's the true fact. But they still need to ban kids from social media. There's no reason for a kid should be on social media. There's absolutely no reason. There's no reason for kids to be on social media. It's bad for probably the developing brain. I guarantee that's going to come out. It probably already is a study saying it's bad for developing brains and emotional shit like that. That's the first. Yeah. But I know you can tell who's the iPad kid. I mean, my daughter, I'm trying to keep her from not being one, but she plays around and we play with her, but it's just the iPad kids who are given every single game console and they just sit in their house or they play on their tablet and they all do Fortnite all day and drink Mountain Dew. Yeah, we had those kids too growing up, but they just did it on PlayStation 2 or fucking Xbox. So that's there was already a study that said that social media has been causing anxiety in kids. Exactly. Because it's all, social media is fake. It's a fake landscape. You have to put on a face that's that's not real, and that's one thing about me. I even struggle with that shit because I just like being real. That's why when I upload my streams on YouTube, I don't edit shit out. You know what I'm saying? I want it to just be raw. All my thoughts, everything I said. I don't clip and shit out. I mean, I'm just a real ass person. I'm not gonna say nothing crazy that I don't mean. You know what I mean? So that's the problem with social media. These kids feel like they have to be fake to be liked, and it's not true. You know what I'm saying? It's just nobody gives a fuck about you. That's the real truth. And these kids are going to be growing up just being fake shells of themselves and not actually exploring their lives and doing what they want. I had kids be like, this girl is my girlfriend. I'm like, you're in 5th grade. Why do you have a girlfriend? I know. And I never understood that shit too. I mean, the shit's not new. This shit's not new. I remember when kids had girlfriends. I don't know if they took that shit serious in elementary school. I sure didn't when they said that shit. They would just hold hands and on recess. That was literally it, and maybe kiss one time behind the big oak tree. Or under the jungle gym. That was but they were, I don't know. It wouldn't be anything crazy like that. But I mean, kids, they watch porn at that young of an age, and they're gonna try to go do those things. And I mean, kids damn sure ain't going outside, and if they do go outside, because I don't see kids outside riding their bikes no more. You know, I really don't. So it's like I don't see them. It's not like they're riding the bike. I had my little. He's like a stepbrother by law. He's not. I don't really fuck with the family, that side of the family too much, anyways. But I remember he would like ride. He would walk like fucking 2 miles just to his girl's house, just to have sex in the morning while her parents were gone. And this dude's like fucking freshman in high school at this time. It's like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, it's not. I would never do that. 2 miles, like, they're crazy, bro. Like, just wait. But you know, they have porn and shit, and they get horny, and like I remember like when they came over to the house one time when I was over there, and like his girlfriend and her friends and shit, they were acting all kinds of crazy. I'm like, how old are you, bitch? Like, stop talking to me. Like, you fucking want something. Like, bitch, you're like fucking 15 years old. Like, they act like they're grown. It's fucking disgusting, honestly. It's crazy.
The messages sent back and forth were gross.
The one about the banana.
And, you know, we'll see. We'll see if Deserto and Kotaku and the New York Times and all these people that have defended or that went after Dr. Disrespect, we'll see if they have anything to say about this. Something tells me we're not going to hear from anybody.
Yeah, I
We'll
don't
have to
feel like
see.
Mr. Beast is gonna talk about this at all. I feel like his friend is gonna just disappear from his content. Mr. Beast is just gonna keep on his Mr. Beast face. He's gonna keep doing his Mr. Beast content just the way he was and act like none of this shit happened. Cause when his friend became trans, there was no reaction from him whatsoever. He didn't speak on his friend being trans at all. He didn't say nothing about it. He just let his friend be trans, right? And like he kept making content with him because it was like whatever. He's still Kris, my best friend, and he didn't address it because like that's his best friend. Like if his best friend does that, he still wants to love and be a friend for his best friend and support him. So he did that without making it a big social media. He doesn't want to monetize off his friend being trans. Why would he monetize off that? Because, you know, if he talks about anything, he's going to get paid $1 million for it because he puts it on YouTube. He's going to get like 500 million streams. So, like, that's what Mr. Beast does. Like, bro, my cousin, when she was 15, oh my God, she hasn't changed, though, threw a tantrum because she couldn't go to an adult only party, literally grabbing onto my car door, screaming, kicking mom and dad. I'm just, like, watching and annoyed at her. Yeah, that's just teenage kids. They think they're grown.
My guess is there's more messages. My guess is there's also more inappropriate messages.
I guarantee there's more inappropriate messages.
That's just my.
They definitely have each other's phone
and
numbers.
to have
That's
the
just-
one
only
on the
Discord
receiving
got
end
leaked.
of those messages out here running defense for you, probably not a good look.
Yeah.
That's like saying, you know, you're sending out the victim to defend you. That looks terrible. And instead of addressing it, you just delete your Twitter. That's not normal. You know, that's not I did nothing wrong.
Well, as soon as
behavior.
someone
That's
deletes
just my
their Twitter
opinion.
or their social media, when shit goes out like
That's
this,
just my opinion.
something happened.
He admitted
and they
it.
wanna run
It
away
all
from the
happened.
comments.
That's what everyone needs to know.
Don't be a pedophile if you don't want the whole internet to call you a fucking pedophile when you get caught. That's all I gotta say.